Hey everyone, I'm from Figure Reviews, and I'm back at you guys with another figure review. And today we're here reviewing the Cttoys Gambit. Right, here he is, and I'm gonna just say this right away: it's an amazing figure. It's absolutely peak. But with that being said, if you guys like the content I make, please like and subscribe. Now, with that being said, let's get on to the rest of the video. So let's take a quick look at the figure. Right, as you can tell, this part is technically more of a metallic pinkish color, while this part is actually painted metallic. Now, it doesn't look that noticeable when you put it on the shelf, but it is kind of noticeable here, which is unfortunate. Yeah, everything looks great. This is wired, right? Which is insane, right? We have like official figure companies not even giving people wired stuff, but Cttoys, a bootleg company, is giving you wired cloth goods, and it's so wild. So that's great. Yeah. The entire detail. This is actually more of a silvery blue and less bluey. Like if that makes sense. Like on camera, it shows up more as a metallic blue, but this is more of a silvery kind of blue. But yeah, not necessarily metallic. I like that. Head sculpt looks really good. He can move it side to side a little bit. Nice. All right. And there we go. Now, let me show you guys his accessories real quick. All right, everyone, welcome to the accessory portion. And first up, we have one of his like blast, or not blast effects, but like where he's holding it and he can do it like this. All right, you get what I mean. Like it's on the back of the box, I think. Yeah. All right, here, like that. Different than this one, but you get what I mean. But yeah, as you can see, it has really great detailing. Of course, because this is a bootleg, it does have its like little splotch areas, and that's fine. I mean, like, for what? I got this for 25 bucks plus shipping. That's not horrible. Like, that's not completely horrible anyway. Right? You know, that's not like completely horrible. So I'll take what I can get. It, at the end of the day, you pay what you get for. You get what you pay for. And I feel like I got more than what I paid for, But yeah. There it is. Of course, like I said, this is a bootleg, so paint mishaps right there. Like it's going to happen. I'm just glad that the figure turned out great itself. But yeah, really nice looking. I really like all the detail. Now there's another one. It's less detailed, but it's more like supposed to be quick. Like he's throwing it at you really quickly, right? It also has some cards. These ones seem to be painted nicely. Also, as you can tell from both of them, they're made of a really nice kind of translucent pink effect. So I really like that. I really like that a lot. Yeah. On to the next effect is this. Basically, I think it goes like this, yeah. I have no idea how I would use this, I'm gonna be honest, but I'm guessing since there's a peg hole, there's a hand here, one of these hands. I'm guessing it would go into one of these hands, right? Like, no, this peg hole's too thick. Okay, or too small anyway. Or I would have to warm it up, but yeah. It looks really nice either way. Nice translucent pink. Sculpting on it looks great. Honestly, I'm very impressed because this is a bootleg. Here's another effect piece. All right. I think no. So these two were about the same. All right. But yeah. All right. Same with the other one. Really nice sculpting. Nice translucent pink. All right. Like, I don't know. This just looks great, honestly. I didn't think I would like a bootleg this much. Like, I enjoyed the Helverine I got, but like, man, this figure's kicking that in the water. Or, blowing the wind out of it. But here's another effect piece. Basically, he can hold this, right? See, more paint mishaps there, but I guess you could say that's more like the pink purple effect coming up through the card, so you can make that excuse. All right. But still looks really good. And basically what you're supposed to do with this is you're supposed to get one of these hands, right? And you see how it's shaped? Basically you do it like this. There you go. All right, you're supposed to do it like that. And it looks really, really cool. So yeah. For his next effect piece, you got this one little card. No paint, or okay, just a little bit of a paint mishap on the white. Not too horrible. Also made of that same nicely translucent pink. And with this one, there's another hand for it. You see how it's only like one hand that's open like that? You're supposed to put this in here. Right? And do it like this. Right, so it looks like that. It looks really cool. Alright, let's put that there. And now let's take a quick look at his hands. Now these two are his effect holding hands, right? There is a paint mishap on the black part of mine right here. Like I said, that's okay. This is like, what? A knockoff, so that's fine. I mean, yeah. I wasn't expecting too much. It's already giving me more than I expected. But yeah, it looks really good overall, the sculpting. Although I do think they could have probably painted the finger, like where the flesh tones are, a little better, but that's overall fine. So yeah. Here's another look at this one. There you go. There you go. All right. He comes with... Ooh, that keeps dropping. He comes with a pair of these. All right. Gripping hands, as you can see. They look pretty good too. Really nicely sculpted like the other ones. The only difference is these don't seem to have any like paint mishaps, so that's good. Yeah, that's fine. Two spread out hands, as you can see. Right, a little bit of a paint smudge right there, but that's fine. I mean, like I said, you get what you pay for pretty much. Also right there. Yeah, looks pretty good overall. Next up are these kind of like more relaxed, kind of open hands. Yeah, I don't know where the other one went, to be honest. But yeah, these look pretty good. Man, they're going everywhere. Yeah, not bad. And these are where you plug in the effects, right? It has these like nice translucent poles, right, which is nice. As you can see, they didn't completely paint this finger all the way, so it does look a little off, but that's fine. I think I can fix that. I think I know what paint they used for it. Yeah, and while I'm at it, I'll probably spray the entire thing with a primer, or with a matte coat. But yeah, these look pretty good. Pretty good. And for his last accessory, the alternate head sculpt, which has more of an angry expression than this, which has more of a neutral expression. So that's cool. I like how the hair is painted. No dry brushing, unfortunately, but that's fine. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, that's it for the accessory portion. Now let's move on to the comparison portion. Alright everyone, welcome to the figure comparison portion. And first up we have our McFarlane figures, Power Girl. And yeah, they dwarf him by, they just make him look tiny. But yeah, that's the first set of comparisons. He will not fit in with your McFarlane figures at all. Let's move on to the next set of comparisons. Next up is the Marvel Legends comparisons. And yeah, he looks like he might fit in decently with your Marvel Legends. He is slightly taller than it looks like than the PS5 Black Suit Spider-Man, but that's fine. You can still pretty much fudge it. It's not like a dramatic height difference. But yeah. All right, now on to our next figure comparisons, real quick. All right, and for our last comparisons, on the left we have the Mafex 185 Spider-Man, and on the right we have the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad, or yeah. And here he is. Here they are compared to the Cttoys Gambit. Now the reason I have Mafex and not another SH Figure Arts is because just to show you guys like how it compares to the actual Mafex figures, since technically the body is a knockoff of the original Mafex Gambit. And as you can see, he is slightly taller. I was hearing Cttoys were smaller than Mafex, but it looks like that might not be completely the case. I haven't compared him to my other X-Men figures just yet, but yeah. He does appear to be slightly taller, although you could probably still put him in the display with other Mafex figures. It's not like horrible. He's definitely taller than the SH Figure Arts Harley Quinn, which is also fine. But yeah, that's it for comparisons. Now on to the articulation portion. Hello everyone, welcome to the articulation portion. And first up, his head can go up about this much, down about this much. Now the neck peg, or neck joint, it does go down about this much. Mine's a little stiff, but that's okay. Like, you know, it can go back about this much, side to side about this much. So yeah, pretty decent. The cloak does limit his arm articulation because he can only go up about this much, which is great, obviously, you know. So it's not like fully limiting. He does have double jointed elbows, bicep swivel, butterfly joints. Here's where it starts to limit the figure though. Butterfly joints. He can't get it like all the way across because without the jacket, he can do that. Yeah. So pluses and minuses, obviously, with all things. He does have a ball joint at the upper torso and at the lower waist, or at the waist. He can bend forward about this much, bend backwards about this much, to the point where it exposes this. He can do the T-pose, if you're wondering. He's capable of the T-pose. He can bend forward about that much, backward about that much, little side to side, no swivel here, you can swivel up there, no drop down hips, he can kick his foot out about this far, although this is a soft diaper piece, so maybe we can, no, you can't, about this far, knee about this much, double jointed knees, which is great. He does have a foot joint, you can go back about that much, toe joint, alright, a little bit of an ankle rocker, but not by much. And he can kick back about that much. Yeah, about that much. And can he do the splits? He can kind of do the splits, and that's about it. Oh, he does have drop down hips. Okay, you just got to do the splits. Okay, now let's see how far he can kick up. Oof. Okay, didn't break, but it did pop off. So be careful. Technical difficulties, but there we go. I'm gonna pause the video and put it back on. All right, got it back on. So yeah, always be careful. Remember, these are bootleg figures. They're not always made the same as the actual product. So yeah, that is probably prone to happening, but he does still kick up regardless, and he does still have a drop down hip, right? But that's unfortunate. He can't actually like use it with the soft diaper piece because it does feel soft, kind of. Yeah, that's about it for his articulation. It's pretty standard. He does have pretty much a standard Mafex wrist bag, right? It's like the same as a Mafex wrist bag. It is looser though, so that's unfortunate, but that's fine. You know, like I said, I wasn't really expecting much with a figure like this. But for the most part, I would say this is probably the best Cttoys I have so far, or mess toys, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's it for the articulation portion. Now on to the final review. Alright everyone, welcome to the final review, and overall, my overall rating for this figure, because it is a bootleg, and I'm going to give it a 10. And you may be wondering why. Well, compared to my last bootleg, which is the Cttoys Wolverine, this one is like leagues better. There are less paint mishaps. There are less like joints kind of getting stuck, right? Like overall, it just feels better to mess around with than the Cttoys Wolverine, right? And since that's what I'm comparing it to, right? Mostly comparing it to its other knockoff from the same company, honestly, I'm giving it a 10. You know, like I said, this figure is great, and for the price it comes at, you really can't beat it. Even with the official Mayfex release, this figure like is great. Now, keep in mind, because it is a bootleg, not all copies are made the same. Some copies are going to be worse. Some copies are going to be amazing. Some copies are going to be mid. Right? You never know. That's why they're at the price they're at. Right? Like you never know. But with that being said, I do think this figure is worth it and is worth that 50-50 chance. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's review, please like and subscribe. And with that being said, see you guys later. Bye.